to care for him, who shall have borne the battle, and for his widow and his orphan. Abraham Lincoln.
The Veterans Administration, an organization for the veterans.
The first law in the colonies on pensions enacted in 1636 by Plymouth. Before the Veterans Administration was actually created, there were many laws about giving pensions to the veterans. In 1930, the Congress united the three bureaus, the Bureaus of Pensions, the Veterans Bureau, and the National Homes for Disabled Volunteer Soldiers.
President Hoover signed the executive order in order to establish the VA Veterans Administration on July 21, 1930. This organization was responsible for giving medical help, disability compensations, and allowances for World War I veterans, life insurance, bonus certificates, retirement payments for emergency officers, Army and Navy pension, and retirement payments for civilian employees were also used.
Well, to begin with, what can you tell me about the Veterans Administration as being a legacy?
What do you mean by legacy? You mean entitlement, something to which soldiers are entitled?
Yes.
Those who have served honorably are entitled to services from the Veterans Administration. Those services include medical service, they also include burial services. It's not just looking after you while you're alive, but looking after you when you're dead and helping the next of kin, like my wife. If I predecease her, if I die before my wife, then there's a veteran's benefit that accrues to her to help bury me.
Okay. Well, would it still support her afterwards?
Well, she's not a veteran, so she wouldn't be eligible for support because she must be a veteran to be supported. But other things that would be available, for example, would be tuition-free education for my children had I not used my own educational benefits as a veteran. In my case, I did use my VA benefits for my own particular education, so I've used them up. There are many veterans who don't use them, and they can be accrued and then used in certain circumstances by their children. So that's another benefit. So the children benefit directly from a father or mother's service.
Do you have a limited amount of use to the services that you get?
My limitation would be the length of my lifetime, yes.
All right.
I have to use them during my life. And there is also a dollar amount in terms of educational benefits that you can get from the VA. You can't simply study for life, just keep taking courses and courses and courses, wherever there is a limit to it.
Okay.
But it varies with your amount of service.
Oh, so if you have done a certain amount of service, let's say for maybe 10 years, how much
you would be able to
services
use veterans benefits probably all the way through a master's degree. At least 5 full years of benefits.
Well, if you don't mind my asking, how many years of service have you done, sir?
31 years and 9 months.
31 years and what influenced the people to create Veterans Administration in the first place?
It's a way of saying thank you and showing appreciation for the service of men and women of this country.
Who formed the Veterans Administration?
You'll have to Google that.
The Veterans Administration left a legacy of giving pensions to the veterans, educating the children, and fulfilling their basic needs. The Veterans Administration also manages the largest medical education and the health professional programs in the United States of America. This organization pioneered the way to help out the people who served by giving them a life they deserved. There is a Veterans Administration office in every state of the United States.
I'm Nikki Fryer, the nurse manager of the cardiovascular cath lab here at the Durham VA Medical Center. 24 years ago when I started here, I just thought it was an opportunity to gain some basic nursing skills and that I would pursue other clinical opportunities in the community of nursing. However, as I grew to love the working with the veteran, I found it to be very humbling to come here every day to serve them. I've seen many changes in this facility as a whole, not only how we provide care, but for how we care for the veteran and their families. There are a lot of physical changes to the plan of the organization, but more than anything else, how we care for them. A veteran that I remember very well was, we had an encounter with a veteran who came in through the emergency department undergoing a myocardial infarction, and we brought him to the lab, and he was very emotional. We didn't quite know why, but after the procedure was over, we understood that, and he revealed to us that he was actually a homeless veteran. And that was very touching for us because he was very appreciative for the care that he received that day. So just having that compassion for the veteran and making sure that the care that he received, not only from us, but also the care that was coordinated with other services, with the chaplain, with social work, with volunteer services. I can go on, that when he was discharged, that we made sure that he had the resources in order to be seen back in our clinic, that he was able to maintain his medication regimen that was required post-procedure. And, but more than anything else, it was an opportunity for us, which we were very successful in reconnecting him with his family. So, sorry, I'm so sorry. It is the true sense of family, is the true sense of caring, is the true sense of respecting the veteran for where he is at that point in time. This veteran, and we still see him today in our clinic. The VA is what I consider a community. It's a community of healthcare providers. It's a community of patients, veterans. It's a community of families that we come together for one common good, and that is to make sure that we provide the best care for our veterans possible. I don't see myself leaving the VA. I will continue my career here. It's been enjoyable. It's been rewarding in more than one way. You establish relationships with patients, and whether it's in the coffee line or in the intensive care unit, it really makes a difference to have that connection with that veteran and that family. I'm Nikki Fryer. I care.